Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up the Strangle option strategy during earnings season to take advantage of some over-exaggerated moves to both the upside and the downside. Earnings season is among us, and this is probably the most popular time that new investors lose their money buying calls and buying puts into earnings reports. You need to understand IV crush, and you need to understand the expected move before you buy these option contracts. If you guys are not familiar with that, I'll pop up on the screen right here my video explaining IV crush and expected move. Coming into this earnings season, it is crucial to understand these two concepts. The Strangle can be a great option strategy during earnings season to take advantage of over-exaggerated moves to both the upside and the downside. So you're not directionally biased. All you're hoping for is a large move that's beating expectations. I'll walk you through how to set up this strategy and what you need for the stock to do to be profitable. I'll also go ahead and show you the option Strangle that I took on Tesla for their earnings and what I expected out of the stock. Before we get into this, make sure to go ahead and destroy that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'll help out the channel and the video tremendously. And make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel for some more option trading videos. So first, let's walk through and just talk about what a Strangle is and what the expected move of the stock and how it comes into play with a Strangle option strategy. So for example, let's use Tesla. Today, Tesla closed at $422 a share, and their earnings was after hours. There was an expected move of $30 to $33. It was fluctuating throughout the day after the earnings was released. What this means is the market makers were pricing into the option contracts a $30 move to either the upside or the downside. So for example, if Tesla was to stay between that range, if it only went up $10, only went down $10, then it moved within the expected range, and both calls and puts would experience implied volatility crush. When a stock stays between that range, then both the calls and the puts lose value, and this is how most investors lose money into earnings season. They'll buy call options, they'll see the stock go up, thinking that they're going to go ahead and make money the next day, but it was all expected, it was all priced into the option contracts, and when they wake up in the morning, they're actually down on their positions. So with a Strangle, what you want the stock to do is you want it to beat expectations. You do not care at which side it goes. You don't care if it goes past the upside expectation or the downside expectation. All you want the stock to do is to beat expectations. So today for Tesla, it was expected to move $30. If the stock went up $60, you would have made a nice profit. If the stock went down $60, you would have also made a nice profit. What this strategy entails is buying out of the money calls and out of the money puts, both on the same expiration at different strike prices. So basically, you're betting against the market makers. You're saying they're pricing in too little of a move on the stock. I think this company is going to crush expectations or really miss expectations, and I want to take advantage of that missed opportunity that the market makers only priced in, say 5 or 10%. I think it's going to move 20%, either up or down. Now, I know this can be a lot to take in for me just talking to you about this, so let's go ahead and dive into the charts. I'll use my Tesla example, the trade that I took today, the Strangle that I'm currently holding into tomorrow. All right, guys, so we got the charts pulled up. I heard you in the last video in the comments, you wanted setup video. We're going to do that. There's some changes for the studio coming up soon. So after I do that, we'll do the video and I'll show you all around. But first, here's the Strangle, here's the setup. Now, I drew some charts here for you, and I'm just going to walk you through this and what I'm looking at. So these lines here, those yellowish lines, is what was expected for the stock to move. It was expected to either go up to 452 or go down to 392 after earnings. That's about a 7.5% move on Tesla. That's what the market makers expected. Now, the green lines is where I set up my trade. I was expecting around a 15% move for Tesla to the upside or downside. I was getting a little bit, excited. I thought Tesla would do much better than, how it's moving right now, unfortunately. I thought, they'd either blow it out of the park or really, not do too hot. And I thought there would be a larger move. Right now, the trade's not going my way. It's still within that expected move. But if we get some more continuation pre-market or in the market tomorrow, my expiration on this trade is 10:30, so I have some time. So right now, we're still looking, a little bit flat to down, but let's just go ahead and explain this trade. So looking at this, the green lines is where I set up my Strangle. So if I pull up the trades, if I go to my E-Trade, what we can see is the trade that I took. So I have a 350 put, which is right here, 350 put, and a 495 call. Now I set up both a buy, a call, and I bought a put. So that's the strangle. Between those prices is where I don't want the stock to be. I want the stock to be above and below the put and the call. So my expectation was for Tesla to move past those numbers, and if they do, I'll be very profitable. I'll still make profit if it beats expectations. So if it goes past the 452 or the 392, I'll still be able to have some profits, but ideally, if the stock was to move past my call, the 495 call, or below my put, that's where the profit would really start to kick in. That's the basis of a strangle option strategy. So looking at this, if I pull up, the snapshot analysis, when I bought these, my total debit was just around $685. Right now it's $715. So right now I'm green on the position, but the total loss, if you were to buy it right now, would be $715. This was a loss that I was willing to take for this trade, being that there's a limited downside and an infinite upside. You can see right here, infinite max profit. It was something that I was willing to take. So if we look at the equity curve and we can sort of visualize this, if Tesla stays flat, let's say, look down here at the underlying price. If it stays between, say, 400 and 430, we would be just around flat on this position, not at expiration, which is the bottom line, but during the contract's life. So if it stayed flat, that's where I would sort of say flat on my profit loss. But if it goes up to the upside or exaggerated to the downside, that's when that profit curve starts to really get green. So that's the trade of the strangle. You want the stock to really go to the upside past expectations or far to the downside, really getting killed. So that's where the profit really kicks in. Now the reason the strike prices that I took was, one, because of the risk that I was willing to take, and two, the percent that I was expecting Tesla to move, which was right around 15%. So if you were to, say, bring down that range a little bit less, let's say we wanted to bring down this range to something a little bit more reasonable. Let's say we bring it down to 470, and we bring the put range up to right around, let's say, 370. So let's go ahead and use that as an example. So if Tesla was to go above 470 or below 370, which is a little bit tighter, so there's more likelihood of that happening, let's see how this would change. So if we pull back up E-Trade, let's go ahead and buy a 470 call right here at 470. We'll buy that one, and we will we'll buy a 370 put. So we buying both of them. Now what we can see is we're now spending $1,300, where before we were spending just around $700. So we doubled how much we're risking on this trade. The likelihood of this happening is better because the range is tighter, and there's more likelihood that Tesla goes above this 470 or below this 370. But unfortunately, you're spending more money. So that all comes down to how much you're willing to risk. If we pull up the equity curve here, we can see very similar. If it stays flat, you're sort of staying flat on this position. But if we start to move higher, you can see that the gains really start to add up. If it goes to your 470, which is right around here, you'll make just around $1,500 to $2,000 on this trade. So a nice profit, infinite upside with a limited downside. All right, guys, so I hope this video helps explain the strangle option strategy, a great way to take advantage of over-exaggerated moves to the upside or downside if you think that a stock is going to beat expectations. Don't just buy calls, don't just buy puts. You'll lose money on IV crush, and it's really not a fun way to play this earnings season. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for some future videos, and also if you want to join the Discord chat, it's 1,200 members. We talk on a daily basis. We talked about this strangle play today and all of the earnings that are coming up. If you want to have a community wrapped around you, helping you with trades in the future, it's going to be the first link in the description below. Make sure to go ahead and check that out. If you want to start trading options, trading stocks with Webull, it's going to be the second link in the description below. Use that code. I get a free stock. You get a free stock. It's a win-win for both of us. If you guys have any questions on this strategy, drop them down in the comments below. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the video on Friday. Peace.